Soul Garden.
Good morning, it's Thursday, and I'm live in the Serious Joy Garden Studios, and this is your Thursday Namaste Today. Good morning and namaste and welcome to Namaste Today. My name is Witecki. I'm a psychic astrologer. I call myself the Sensei to Serious Joy. My job is to stand in my heart and walk in the light. Thank you so much for light walking with me, my friends. I was light walking a long time alone, but I realized I was never alone because I have you and people who watch, and I'm having a lot of discoveries like that. Pardon my spiritual French there. So much energy going on right now. Today we're on countdown to the new moon, so it's light cast day tomorrow. So tomorrow we set our intentions. It's a new moon in Leo, so we're moving forward. Then it's Love Fest Day because the moon crosses over Venus, and that's a Venus retrograde, so that should be an interesting Love Fest Day. Then on Saturday, it's World Love Fest Day when the sun begins to conjunct over Venus also. So it's just going to be dun 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 dun. You know, so it's like, at least that's how it was as a kid, you know, like get the popcorn, get ready. But it feels like that. And it might actually be getting quieter and quieter. You know, like as I sit here and like check with my guides, I'm like, well, you know, the truth is that we're getting deeper and deeper in our heart, which to some degree is more and more at peace. And I have to say that in my own heart, I am definitely coming into my heart. I think it's pretty obvious. I'm pretty much living in serious joy a lot of the time now. It was hard to get to this point. I'm pretty amazed at what it means. It actually means that I'm kind of in communion with Spirit and God all the time, which I've realized I always have been. But I never really took it seriously. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, God's right there. I was like, well, hold on. You were just worried a minute ago, and you got an answer. And like, so why are you worrying? Like, so I'm having a lot of like, you know, big affirmations in my life. I'm also having, you know, a story I'll share. Just a quick little story. Share. What time is it? I can share a little story. It's like, I'm seriously having the most profound affirmations from God. Like, literally playing jokes on me. I'm not kidding. Like, and I'm finding, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, so it's kind of like, I think part of this is that Jupiter is opposing Neptune. So as Jupiter opposes Neptune, that's definitely those two planets, when they oppose each other, we go into a major kind of time warp, okay? And I mean like Rocky Horror style, all right? Like there could suddenly be people in dresses and there could suddenly be people in pants. You know what I mean? Like it is a definite, you know, crazy time. And I remember, you know, I can recall this transit. What it means is it kind of allows people to come out and be their full selves. It also allows people to kind of run with the ball, if you will. And so I think you'll see like crazy religious zealots kind of like run with the ball and go kind of crazy. I think we're seeing Donald Trump, who is kind of a religious zealot of arrogance, you know, running with the ball. I think you're going to find that, you know, everyone kind of goes, you know, running in every direction and has the unlimited possibilities of running in every direction. So getting back to me, what I'm finding is this like, you know, with this energy opening up, I'm finding that it means I'm realizing the kind of harmony and union that we actually live with Spirit, and I'm realizing that everything is incredibly in our face. And what I was leading to is a story where literally I was asking a question on the treadmill, and the answer was, you need to listen more. And I was like, you know, like, you know, so it's like, I am listening. I just asked a question and you just told me to listen. So that proves I'm listening, you know, like, but at the end of the day, so I was like, okay, what does this mean? So I was like, okay, I'm just going to actually sit here and just see what comes, you know, like as I'm running on the treadmill, because I'm a very hyper person, if you can't tell. So I have to run like a little hyper doggy, or I'm humping people's legs and reading them without permission, you know, like I have to hold myself back. So I let myself, you know, relax on the treadmill, meaning I didn't, you know, I do a lot of planning for my business on the treadmill. Like it's kind of a planning time, but this time I let it be a listening time. I just listened. And so I was just sitting there listening, and I remember asking a question like, I was going through and I was like, oh, I thought of something spooky in myself. And I was like, that's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. And then I look up at the TV and there's a wolf, you know, like nurturing this baby in a TV commercial. Sorry, I found the wrong camera. Like, which camera are you on? Camera 1 or camera 2? Finding the baby. I see this wolf with a baby. I'm like, oh, that's so ironic. And then I'm like, I wonder what that means. And I look over at another TV. It's like, that means that you did it. I was like, oh, come on. Like, then I was like, but what am I supposed to do? It's like, what do I think about it? It's like, look over. It's like the number before, is I see, like, look at before what? Like, literally, I was in this moment where I was thought, am I crazy? And then my own words come to me like, hey, when you switch dimensions, you will feel crazy. And if you want to know what it's like to be me, it's like, the good news is that Sensei to Serious Joy comes in and guides me in a given moment and tells me what to do. The bad news is like, there are no surprises, and I'm always behind because they told me. You know what I mean? Like, we told you. I'm like, I know you told me. I just want to be a human and sit at this bus for a minute, this bus stop, and not do it. So that's been a lot of my thing. I've always been told, but so this is like a new level of communication, like kind of, and I think everyone is going through that. I think part of the reason why people can go through all sorts of dimensional shifts now. Yeah, now I'm dimensional, but literally crossing dimensions is those heavenly planets, Jupiter opposing Neptune. It kind of creates this vortex. And yes, I'm going to define what that means. Let's use that moment now to go out of my wacky self and into the planets here and ask the guides what's going on. All this energy is in my house, in my first house, my ego. How's the ego? So if you're like, what's going on with it? I'm like, I'm feeling it. So, this is really sweet. So this is the first thing that the other side wants to say is that they love you, and that we're based on love and we come from love, and to not forget that you are love, and you can turn love into anything. You can turn love into hate. You can turn love into earth. You can turn love into comets or rocket ships or anything. I mean, love is the galactic goo of the universe that allows you to be you. The galactic goo that allows you to be you. So we are now on countdown to the new moon. The moon is going to cross over the sun, and when it does, I actually oh God. I'm just sitting here reacting because I've been not letting myself look at the planets till I get here so I can do like a fresh read. But the new moon is on my moon. It's step 21. I was like, oh my God, we're going to see me melt down on camera. No, where will I be? I will not be on camera at that time. But energetically, it's this countdown of letting ourselves go. Step 21 is when it starts to be fun, and that's what my moon is all about. My moon is at step 21, and so this is it. It's about letting yourself go, letting the joy go, letting it roll. Step 21 is step 2, which is I feel it, and then step 1, and I love it. And that's basically what I'm realizing my barometer is supposed to be. My realization I'm coming into to share, and they're cueing me to share, by the way, is it's like, hey, those signs that I was getting in the moment to moment, it's like that is the intensity of communication with spirit, and how they will literally, with consciousness, communicate. And so looking at the moment, looking at your life in a finite Virgo reality, we want to follow the yellow brick road. We want to follow the fun. That's what the step 1 is. So I feel myself as step 2. Step 1 is, and I follow the fun. All right? And when we feel ourselves and follow the fun, oh my gosh, we just got a light kick there from the universe. When we feel ourselves and follow the fun, we open up to step 3, which is a new belief of what's possible, a new belief of unlimited possibility, and that's Jupiter. And with Jupiter in Virgo, we literally are going to create whatever it is we are believing. So this is a powerful light cascade that we're on countdown for, that involves following your heart and following your highest self, who you really are, who you know you are in your heart. They're pointing me to Venus retrograde step 23. So today, we want to be mindful of where we receive that love. We want to be mindful of where we feel our greatest joy, our greatest serious joy in our heart, and be mindful of that so that we can stay on track, is what I'm being shown, like stay on track to what our heart wants. Oh, interesting. This brought me to Neptune, which I hadn't noticed. Neptune has now retrograded to step 8. Okay, so what they're telling me is that Neptune at step 8 is about deciding, redeciding, your relationship with God. You're like, are you talking to just me, guys, or is it also as everybody? But everyone is, as we retrograde to step 8, and the relationship is like, okay. And like I've been sharing, it's like, it's very joyful, and it's also kind of, I'll say this too, it's kind of intimate. Like, I think the reason why I haven't been close to spirit is because I wanted privacy, which is weird. But I'm realizing that there is no privacy anyways. It's like I've been naked. They've been watching me on TV the whole time in heaven or whatever. So it's like, oh, like there was no such thing as privacy. But I'm just sharing with someone who has kind of resisted, surrendering to spirit. Like, I think I was kind of afraid of the closeness of it, to be honest. And I'm realizing that right now. And so, with the, so where are we bringing me, guys? What was the point of this? Oh, Neptune at step 8. So with Neptune at step 8, we are redeciding, like I was just sharing, our relationship with God. We're redeciding what our connection is to spirit. We're redeciding. They're also showing me, like, in many cases, there's a core decision about forgiving. So a lot of people, it's not about connecting to God. They're showing me the wound. Like, a lot of people are still at the level of just forgiving themselves in most cases, because we are, really just light casting ourselves, and really it's all of us playing all the parts out there so that we can play this part. You know what I mean? It's like, whether you think you are forgiving someone else, or you're forgiving the alcohol industry, or you're forgiving, a car manufacturer. No, it's always ourself. It's always ourself. Deepest down knows that we create our reality, and deepest down we know that we created that reality, and it's hard for us to accept that. But if you just forgive and forget that it's okay, because we can recreate ourselves tomorrow and another day, then you can let that go and let it flow. And that's, I think, what they're showing me with Neptune at step 8. There's a lot of people who must decide now to let that pain go. And if that rang true just now in your heart when you heard me say that, they say that, then that's definitely you're one of them, okay? So I think this is a good time to wrap up. I am so feeling this moon on approach to my moon. My moon is step 21, so this is awesome. I didn't even know this. This is going to be a Love Fest day right on my moon. And I will be shooting videos for the new series Joy. So y'all have to check out those videos when those go live. I love you, my friends. Thank you so much for your comments. And of course, everything you purchase, and the people who've signed up for Serious Joy. That's the last thing I'll say is, those who have signed up, pay attention. I've been sending special texts that talk about your psychic abilities and what it is that might be in the way. And they're also teaching me really fast on the fly too. So I'm just putting that right into the programming right away. But we are doing some clearing of whatever's in the way of us connecting. And your Witecki right now will help you with what might be blocking, where you might not be seeing. All right, friends, remember, we're all one, and never worry about having enough, because there's always more where that came from. I'll see you in 24 hours with more love. Enjoy the countdown to Love Fest, Lightcast Day, Love Fest Day, and World Love Fest Day. And I'll see you for all those in about 24. Until then, live, love, be.